Hey guys, this is Gio Young, and today I'm going to do the part 2 of how to create character-driven story videos, and in this video, I'll be talking about conflict. So, let's get started. Before I go into part 2 of this video, I want to recap part 1, which we made the imperfect character. If you want to watch the video in its whole entirety, I will link that down below. Now, what we did was we made these character lists. We made character lists for our main character, our major players, which is characters who affect and change our story, and our antagonists. These lists included visual descriptions, emotional states, and so on. One of the things we focused on in that video was the negative side, flaws, secrets, and greatest fears. We will need these things for our character charts. For story charts we're going to create. And in that video, I used the example of Bruce Banner. And his was to keep secret he was the Hulk. His flaw was quick to anger, and his greatest fear was to be alone. I will use that character model as an example for how I create the character-driven story. So, here we go. Okay, so the first thing I do is I think about conflicts, and I can use my character list to create some of those conflicts, especially when I first get started, or maybe I'm organizing my thoughts. So let's use our Bruce Banner character that we've been using for our character list. So one of his things he wants to keep hidden is he's the Hulk. So this is something he's going to be struggling with the entire story. So this is going to actually be a conflict, this secret. So what I would do is I would write, keep the Hulk hidden, underline it, and I put number 1 next to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how is he going to do this. Step 1. Maybe he doesn't go to college anymore. Maybe he loves to go to college, or maybe he works at a college, maybe he just stopped going. Step 2, he doesn't go hang out with his friends anymore. Step 3, he doesn't see his parents anymore. Maybe he just stops calling as much because maybe they're getting frustrated, they want to see him, and that's making him angry, and he's struggling trying to keep that Hulk in. So he's just starting to become a recluse, and this is how he's solving keeping that secret hidden. But this is not really an outcome you want your character to have, and he's not happy with this resolution of how to keep himself hidden, which actually makes another conflict, which is he keeps his family and friends at a distance. And at the top I put a note, quick to anger, and the reason why he keeps them at a distance because he's quick to anger. Maybe being with them doing something just something that may be a little annoying, like maybe they're filling with something on the table and it's annoying him and he's starting to get really angry, or someone's arguing with him about something, or saying you need to come see me more, and that's just causing him to be angry. But so his resolution here is to keep her at a distance, but it's actually a conflict because he doesn't want that, because his greatest fear is being alone. So how does he resolve this? So now we're going to think about what does he need to do to resolve this, and maybe we have him meet somebody, and maybe that somebody is someone he's starting to trust and he feels comfortable with. Maybe he's thinking about revealing his secret to, because maybe they're a colleague and they understand that he had understand the radiation that turned him into the Hulk. So maybe that person becomes becoming a love interest. And what does he do when he realizes that he loves that person? What are the steps he takes? Does he go ahead and confide in her and let her know that he is the Hulk? Or does he push her away? And what does she do? What are the things that steps she will take when maybe she discovers that she loves him as well? So as we start to do this, we're going to start making more conflict, and we're going to use maybe the love interest as a major player in the story. What are her fears? What are her secrets? What are her wants? And we're going to use that to also create more conflict. And we're going to use other major players in the story. Maybe the antagonist in the story plays a big role in this part, and his wants and fears are definitely going to be in here as conflict points. Maybe he's the one that kind of starts wedges in what he's trying to resolve, and then, or maybe start ones alone. Maybe the antagonist kidnaps somebody. It could be his love interest, it could be a family member, or it could be someone he doesn't know, but he feels drawn to do something, and he feels like he has to, and he should. It's going to redeem himself because of what he is. And so we can use this as how does he save that person. Another thing could be he wants to cure himself, and that could be another conflict. How is he going to cure himself from being the Hulk? Well, we know he doesn't cure himself. He's the Hulk. And so that could be something that it becomes a failure. All his attempts fail. Or we could have it be resolved in he learns to accept himself, that he just accepts that he's the Hulk, and that's how he's going to be, and he needs to learn how to control that. And maybe that's part of the cure, is learning the control of the Hulk. So as you use this, it kind of grows, it becomes bigger and bigger, and you can use this on a piece of paper, on your journal, or you can have just a big old dry erase board, a chalkboard, on a computer, anything you can just write on. You start brainstorming ideas, and you can see how you start making all these conflicts, and you can create all these subplots for your book, which is great to make your book just full of all this emotional turmoil, or action, and your character is what's driving all of these conflicts. Maybe not your main, just not your main character, your major players, your love interest, how she ties into this, and how they and how their conflict of love, how she has it, and he has that conflict as well, and your antagonist and what his stuff ties into this, and how you use this, and this will create that character-driven story of starting right here with creating conflicts. And this was a great way for me to use, because when I broke my book up into novellas, it was seriously lacking in subplots, and this was a great way for me to take my characters, look what they want, their fears, and all these other items, and place it on here, and I could look at all the things I could do. Maybe I didn't use everything. Maybe I could say something later for the next book, or later on your series, or maybe you just don't touch on that one. Maybe this is not something you really want to focus on. You just want to focus on these certain ones. But this is a great way to start brainstorming ideas and conflicts for your story. So that's part 1 of what I do. Okay guys, so we have created our conflict chart. This is a great way to kind of start coming up with brainstorming ideas how to do conflict, or if you're a discovery writer and you finished your first draft, to go through and see what conflicts you have and see if you need to add more, like I did. This is also, I would recommend doing this for your game changers, your people that affect and change your story, and your antagonists. What are their flaws? What are their secrets? What are their greatest fears? And use those in there. And what do they want? Maybe their game changers have a group and they want your main character to join it. Maybe he doesn't want to, and that's going to be a conflict. Or maybe your antagonist, what he wants to happen is definitely going to be a conflict. So look at that, your character list, and brainstorm some things that would be struggles for them in your story, and write those down, and then think about how they're going to overcome those struggles, or maybe not overcome those struggles. So that is pretty much how I create a character-driven conflict. Before I sign off, I really wanted to make one quick announcement. Last Comic-Con event I went to, my very first one, was New World Comic-Con, and I had such an amazing time. I got to meet all these wonderful people and see all those cool cosplayers and sit next to some awesome vendors, so I had such a great time. So I'm really excited to announce that I will be at SoCon next weekend, and I'm so excited. I will be in the Big Sweet Tulsa area is where SoCon's at, and my booth is right close, pretty much next to almost the cosplay panel. So I'm really excited to have pretty much a front row view of the contest. So I am really excited about that. And something I also wanted to show you guys is at my New World Comic Con event, I sold a special exclusive book, which you only get through me. I don't sell it online, and it is my Comic-Con exclusive, and it has episodes 1, 2, and 3 in it, and I'll show you the cover, which is a really awesome cover. This was done by a local Oklahoma artist, and his name is Ellis Goodson, and I just love this cover, and it's only on the exclusive, though I might have a show up later on in the series, we'll see, but for now it's only on this one. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't do the art, but the cover design, the layout I do, and something I'm kind of just nerding out over, and I have to show you guys. So I don't know if you care, but I think it's the coolest thing. So back here we have the back of my book. I don't know if you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You see the feather right here, and then I'm gonna try to block the sunlight here. You can see the wing, and I took this cover and I turned it sideways, and I put it behind the words, and here, I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know, I just thought that was like the coolest thing ever, and I'm really excited about the back and the front, because I think this is so cool. And anyways, I wanted to show you guys my Comic-Con exclusive, and if you're around the Bixby, Tulsa area next weekend, I hope you come by and say hi, and hopefully I'll see you there. Alright guys, that's it for me today. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more writing advice videos from me or to stay up to date on the Freaks series and know when Freaks episode for The Prisoner will be released, please subscribe. If you're curious about the Freaks series, I do have Freaks episode 1 The Guardian first 3 chapters available on my blog, and I'll have a link down below. Of the Freaks series, Freaks episode 1 The Guardian, episode 2 The Messenger, and episode 3 The Rebel are currently available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Books and Land, and those links will be down below. Hope you guys have a great next 2 weeks. I post videos every other Monday, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!